What's up, everybody? Episode number 14.
2 weeks.
The Scenes Podcast coming at you with going to be a great one today, we think.
Oh, yeah. Highly anticipated.
So we got guests. We got Joe B. And we got Chedda. No, we got Fetty on the podcast with us today. With Joe B, we're going to talk about all-time basketball. We all have our all-time lists.
Yeah.
So we got top 10 all-time, all around. Top 10 and top 5 in every position.
There's gonna be a lot of disagreements coming. I just you know it's gonna happen.
A lot of debates.
For sure. It's a
lot of debates.
What you
About
talking
down
about?
right now.
No, his is good.
It's really good. Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So you get the professional mind.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. So do we want to talk about the Suns Bucks? We could do a little preview tonight.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Game 5.
Everyone's saying
I'm not
that.
gonna lie, I haven't watched a single game of this NBA Finals.
Why? Go take a lap.
What is that thing called on where they do it on SportsCenter? It's like, are you intrigued or something?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just not intrigued.
Yeah.
It's the foul calls. There's
Yeah.
all that.
It's just like the game just isn't as exciting for me.
Nah. All right. So
I'm not a Suns fan either.
Yeah.
Shout out John.
Yeah. All right. So who's got tonight?
I'm gonna go Bucks, dude. Giannis, Middleton, and Drew been balling.
Yeah. No.
Drew Holiday's been playing great defense. That's why he hasn't been playing so good on offense.
Yeah.
He's been putting all his energy
He's
on Chris
hustling
Paul.
on defense.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. That's why.
Chris Paul, he's been playing well. You know why?
No.
Drew Holiday.
You're right. He's locking him up.
Besides game 1, I think Chris Paul has been underwhelming. You could say probably.
We know what we're getting from Drew though. We just got to know what we're gonna get from Middleton because that's the game deciding factor as to who's gonna win tonight.
I agree.
If he chokes and scores under 20 points, Giannis is going to be let down. It's not going to be a good look on him.
No, yeah, Middleton's a big key for that team. So what do you got in the series? So you got Bucks tonight.
I got Bucks in the series. I think Bucks in 7 though.
Bucks
I think
in 7?
Suns will win another one for sure.
Yeah. If the Bucks are going to win, it's going to be in 7. I'm going to take the Suns because they're not going to lose a home game. That's why I think the Suns are going to end up winning the series. I would love the Bucks to win, but I just think the Suns are going to.
Haven't no one won a home game, away game
In the
so far?
Yeah.
No.
It's like 2-2.
Yeah.
Home and away.
That's why I think.
And the
it's
Suns have only lost one home game in the playoffs, and the Lakers. And the
Whoever
Wizards,
can get that away win is gonna win the series.
No.
I think game 5 goes to the Suns. Game 6 it'll go to Milwaukee. It's gonna go to 7. I mean, we all kind of expected this. I think.
There's no way Bucks are winning 3 straight.
So we had predictions before the series started. I said Suns in 7. I think.
Yeah.
What did you say? Suns in 7.
Suns in 7.
So I think I probably stick to that.
Suns and
It
7.
depends if Middleton goes fucking psycho.
That's what I'm saying.
If he goes psycho, then
I-
If
who knows?
Middleton balls out tonight, then the Bucks are going to win in 7.
Middleton's either Michael Jordan or he's nowhere.
shitbag.
Yeah.
He's got to be consistent. He's got to be way more consistent,
Yeah.
especially in the playoffs. You know?
Yeah,
All right.
100%.
So what do you guys got? What do you guys got?
I'm going to say Suns and 7 just because they're not
Yeah,
going to
Bucks.
lose a home
Bucks
game.
in 7.
For
I'd
sure.
love to hear
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna say Suns, but I could literally change depending on after I see them playing game 6. Like if you know what I'm saying? Like
I think I'm gonna change mine. I'm not gonna lie. I said Suns in 7 pre-series. I'm gonna go Bucks in 7.
it's tough.
You know what? I'm going to do the same thing and switch because you know why?
Oh, here we go.
I'll tell you right now, Giannis is not choking the bag. CP3 is looking a little scary. I don't know.
The thing
what the hell's
with
going on.
Giannis, he's getting a lot better now. I feel like because he's playing within his limits. And
I
I think he
agree.
understands his role now,
100%.
and he excels in that. Like he doesn't try to take too many outside perimeter shots. He tries to facilitate
That's why
more.
he's so good. He's taking all these
Yeah,
high
yeah.
percentage shots in the fucking
That's-
paint.
exactly.
DeAndre Ayton can't
You
continue.
know, he understands his role now. He's getting smart. He's getting older. And he understands more.
All right, so let's get into it. So what do we want to do? Let's go position by position first, and we'll do our top 10s at the end. You guys like that?
Yeah. It's
All right, so I can start. I'll start with point guard. We'll go through. We're gonna all go through ours, and then we'll debate. Okay.
Alright.
So I got Magic 1, Curry 2, Isaiah Thomas 3, John Stockton 4, CP3 5. Joe B, let's hear it.
I got Steph Curry number 1. He's the greatest shooter of all time. Magic number 2, point guard. CP3, another point guard. Isaiah Thomas and Steve Nash. That's my top 5.
Let's hear it, Fetty.
Magic, Curry, CP3, IT, and Stockton.
Okay.
All right. I got Magic, Curry, Isaiah Thomas, Steve Nash, and Oscar Robertson. 5th. I think I might be the only one with Oscar in my top 5.
Yeah, I think Oscar's definitely right in that range.
I
but
put
he's
him.
not
I put him
great.
6-7. I just think he doesn't deserve
If-
to be
if-
top
if-
5.
if-
He's better than Chris Paul?
If he wins the chip, Chris Paul this year, then Oscar Robertson has a chip, and he had the triple double record for a long time.
He
Yeah,
had
did have Kareem.
Had the greatest center of all time in his
Okay,
prime.
well look at this. CP3's had good teams too. Good teams, not as good,
I don't
but.
think he had any, like superstars. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
went for the
Really had-
Clippers.
Blake Griffin was borderline super.
He was a
Well, I mean,
star, I think.
I mean, he did have James Harden, but that they got
Oh, yeah,
that.
no.
Was that.
But look at this team now. Like the Suns team is really, really good. Like he should probably like he's expected to win this series, especially after going up 2-0. So if he wins this, he could creep into it. But I'll take Oscar because he's just statistically wise, like he just has his stats are just superior. I think.
So you don't have Stockton in yours, really?
I don't think he's better than any guys I have on him. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Who do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
think he's better than Steve Nash?
Yes, I do.
I think he is
I
better
love
than
Steve
so.
Nash too. Like,
I think-
Two-time MVP Steve Nash. No way.
I think.
No way.
We're also talking about the top assists, the most assists
Yeah,
ever, and most steals ever
He
too.
did.
Like,
He
that-
played
Okay,
well.
yeah, he has good. Yeah, but.
Longevity.
But he was, but like greatness, like for me, Steve Nash was MVPs. That means he was at the top of the top in his prime. People argue like Kobe should have got those MVPs, but Steve Nash, like, I don't know. I like Steve Nash too. I like the way he plays a lot. I'll take him over Stockton.
It's fair points.
So are you saying Steve should have won the MVP over Kobe? Those two.
No, I just said that
one of
people.
those years.
Yeah, I'll say.
Kobe averaged 37. It should go to Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, back-to-back years.
It's-
But it's what happened though. At the end of the day, like he did win those two, so you have to give them that credit.
Yeah.
Because of his
Yeah.
team success, he's a great facilitator. He
also,
makes his
like,
team better.
We
yeah.
have to understand, like at that time, like we may think it's like crazy or something, but like when we were watching, like he might not have crazy stats, like 17, 12 or something, but like it's like how much he does on the court that stats don't show. That's why.
Same kind of same thing with CP3. Like he does, like a lot of people calling for him for like MVP votes this year. But he does only average 16 points a game.
Yeah.
It's the same type of thing.
I think he came in 5th, but
Okay, but like, I'm saying he got votes.
yeah, I
Like
got
yeah, votes.
Any other crazy things here?
I mean, I want to just point out another thing that, I mean, the reason why I think Stockton's better than Steve is because you look at it this way. The only thing Steve's got over Stockton is that shooting aspect. And Stockton was still a very, very great shooter.
Yeah.
What about
Defensively,
dribbling? What about dribbling?
Stockton's, I mean,
No,
I mean,
okay,
it's close. You know,
Stockton
I think
wasn't
it's a
great.
toss-up.
Like I think Chris Paul's more of a flashy handler. You know what I'm saying?
Steve
No, I'm talking
Steve-
about Stockton and
Steve,
Steve. I'm
But,
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So I think they're kind of close there.
I think
They're
they are
close,
close,
100%. Yeah.
I think they're right next to each
I
other.
think Steve's got the edge. I think he's a better scorer and like he creates his own shot better. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, he was a better shot.
he was just as good as a passer.
I'd take Steve Nash over fucking.
The reason the
there's
Stockton,
no
the
way.
Stockton longevity, the assist and the
He
steals.
hasn't won anything.
He's the all-time steals
He
and
hasn't won
assist
anything.
leader.
Who was the best player Steve Nash played with? Amari Stoudemire? Dirk? Yeah, well, that was early.
That was early.
Amari was like in his prime. He was playing with
Amari
Amari.
was good. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't Carmelo.
Amari's one of those players that he needs a point guard like that.
But also in that era, let's all be realistic. In that era, the league was watered down a little bit in talent. In that
Compared to
2000 to 2010 was worse than the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You had to be a little unbiased. Like the league was watered down at the
The
time.
pace was slow too. You gotta realize
Yeah.
the pace was really slow.
I think it was one of the best defensive eras. 2000 to 2000. I think.
I don't know.
2000s? You don't think
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Defensive era? We're talking about.
I mean, like,
I mean,
why?
You're
Why
talking
would you
about
say that?
early
Detroit,
2000s.
the Detroit
They were,
Pistons.
yeah,
You know what I
early
mean?
2000s. Not much
the
late.
pace-
Like,
Yeah, late maybe
from
not
2000
late 2000s.
like
yeah.
2005, 2010, it was like, you know, Kobe and Powell kind of took over the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
You're
not
right.
like,
You could say they took over the league, but they only had one championship in those 5 years.
okay, but like they won in 2011 as well.
Yeah.
So it's like right around there.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I think we could see it being like a watered down era too. It's because
Compared to relatively.
No, yeah, I think
Yeah.
we see it like that too. It's because LeBron didn't really take the league yet in that time. We saw like early 2010s. That's when he got it. That's when it was his league.
that is
It was Kobe's league at the time, and it was coming from Jordan. You got Jordan, then Kobe's not. I'm not saying Kobe's bad, but it was like we went from the greatest player of all time, and then like you miss that out, and then you have like the second greatest player of all time after. So that's why.
Okay, but you still have Kobe. You still got Tim
I was
Duncan.
gonna say Tim
Like
Duncan.
it was a good era, but it was worse than the other ones.
It was Tim Duncan's league for a while. You know?
It was.
He won MVP.
Yeah, he won a couple MVPs.
After Shaq won those three.
Yeah.
Shaq too. Yeah.
Shaq, yeah.
So we want to move to shooting guards. I believe all our shooting guard lists are the same. MJ, Kobe, Wade, AI, Harden.
Like, where the hell did that come from?
Is that the list?
Let's hear it. Say it one more time, Tim.
MJ, Kobe, Wade, AI, Harden.
I have the same exact shooting guard list.
Same.
Wait, say it
I
again.
agree, 100%.
Kobe, Wade, AI, Harden.
Yeah, I think we all have the same top five.
We still gotta bring it up. Obviously, MJ.
Jerry West.
We don't talk
honorable
about
mention.
him. We don't talk about him.
Kobe.
We know who the greatest shooting guard. We know who the second is.
We
I
know-
mean, you can argue. I mean, no, D Wade
Can't
is
argue.
still undisputed
I
3.
think you can argue Wade and AI because.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
you
so.
can. You can.
Because AI,
tough, though.
we got to look what AI did in his prime. We're talking about a 6-foot player that carried a team to the finals in a big man dominant league
Yeah,
at that time. I think.
100%.
I agree.
With a shit team.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think if Harden wins the championship next year with the Nets, then I think he's going to surpass AI on that shooting guard list.
I don't see.
I think it's a little too early.
I think so. If he wins the ring, I think so.
I think 100% he'll pass AI.
37 points per game. What,
Yeah.
2-3 years ago? Like,
And he's arguably the best passer in the league.
yeah, he's definitely.
He's got to be a top 3 most skillful player in the league. Like, it's just like,
Yeah, it's tough. And then I mean, you could get some arguments for Jerry West in that top 5.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's tough not to say him.
Yeah.
Unrivaled greatness.
Yeah.
But he's not better than any of those guys.
Shout out Johnny.
Yeah, shout out Johnny. So we could just move on from that. There's not really much arguing we have going on.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Small forwards. I think small forwards are very.
This
fun
is
position
I
to
think
look
this
at.
is going to be the big. Or actually, no, the centers.
Center.
Centers are going to get a little crazy.
Because
Yeah,
center,
yeah.
everyone's got the same 5 players, but in way different orders.
Yeah.
So I think LeBron. I got LeBron 1. That's common consensus. There's no discussion about that. We got KD 2. I got KD 2. Larry 3. Dr. J 4, and Elgin Baylor 5.
Ooh.
Elgin.
Elgin was the fucking. He
Where are you going to put Kawhi Leonard?
Scottie Pippen.
No, you can't put Scotty.
You gotta argue for Scotty too, though.
I hear you. I'm putting Scotty that 6'7", but I think Kawhi Leonard was literally just a better version of him.
Okay,
Two-way
skill-wise,
swing.
yeah, but Scottie achieved more, bro.
No, he did with the greatest fucking player on his team. I mean,
Okay, well, like we just talked about, early 2010s, the league wasn't like the greatest,
oh yeah,
right?
No,
And then
yeah,
you
yeah,
got
you're
Kawhi
right.
playing with like Tim Duncan and that Spurs dynasty, and they won a couple. Like he had a good team. Don't let's not act like the Spurs.
I mean,
weren't
he
shit.
only
They
won
were a
a
dynasty.
He did have 2 Finals MVPs with Scotty having 0.
And it's kind of tough to look at too, because we're talking about Kawhi. I didn't put Kawhi in my top 5, but one of the best stories in that with that Toronto championship, I think.
All right, it looks like
I
we're
think we got Bigfoot.
Yeah,
in the
we got
woods.
some Bigfoot hunters outside.
I hope you could hear that through the mic. That was the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life. That was that shit.
Oh, look.
It sounded like somebody getting ripped in the
So back
woods.
to Kawhi. I mean, Kawhi had a great. Kawhi had a great story with the Raptors. I mean, that was like he went to the Raptors one season 1 and said, "Peace out, I'm out of here." Which is kind of crazy, but I think it was everyone was rooting for them that year too because Toronto never won.
Oh yeah.
The gold. I mean, actually, maybe not everyone, but Golden State. Everyone's kind of getting sick of seeing them win.
Mhm.
It was getting to that point. That would have been their 3P right there. So. I don't know, but I think Elgin Baylor slept on too. Oh wait, did you? You guys didn't even go through your list yet. All right, go through your list.
I got LeBron 1, Larry 2, KD at the 3 spot, Julius Erving 4. I gotta go Kawhi 5th. It's gotta be.
It's tough.
You can even put Kawhi 4th over Julius. But
I put Kawhi 4th just because if you compare them as a player, obviously greatness wise, I think Dr. J probably. Honestly, actually, I take that back. I was gonna say Dr. J probably has a better resume, but after Kawhi getting 2 Finals MVPs, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he's got more rings already than him.
Yeah.
Right, Dr. J? How many rings does he have? 1 or 2?
Sure, I think at least 1. I'm pretty.
He
sure
definitely
one.
has 1.
I think he has 1.
And that was the year that Moses Malone won the Finals
You might be
MVP.
convincing me a little bit with this Kawhi talk.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I thought you were a big Kawhi
I
guy,
am a big
and
Kawhi
you're
guy,
really
but-
sleeping on him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I am a big Kawhi. I actually really like Kawhi, but it's hard to discredit what Scotty is.
And
Yeah.
Dr. J was never the best player on the championship team. It was Moses that won the Finals MVP that series. So I think Kawhi Leonard being the best player on the championship team not only once but twice, you got to give him respect.
I mean, you're making me second guess too. Now.
Yeah, I think I might change mine very slightly. I got LeBron number 1, undisputed. Bird number 2, KD number 3, Elgin Baylor number 4, and then Kawhi number 5.
Okay, so you're not putting Dr. J top 5 now. I like Elgin. I got LBJ 1, I got Larry 2, KD 3, Kawhi 4, and Dr. J 5. I think Elgin 6.
You don't have Larry Bird in your top 5?
No, I'm sorry. Did I miss something? I said LBJ, Larry, then Kevin, then Kawhi, and then Dr. J. I got Larry Bird.
Oh,
seventh.
Elgin,
that's what you don't have.
Yeah, Elgin I put 6th.
So the thing is with Elgin, I like Elgin a lot because he was the first person, not maybe the first, but he was one of the first people that could do everything on the basketball court.
True.
He could shoot, he could drive.
I agree.
He was
He's
people said
a
he
legend.
was like the LeBron of that era.
Yeah.
So, like,
With the stats he put up, averaging 38 a game.
yeah, like
And what, 19 rebounds?
yeah,
He's
so,
a legend,
like,
bro. He's in
Come
my
on,
top.
man. No one's.
I put him over
stats up.
Kawhi because of all that. Like he's a
I can see
pioneer of the
that.
game.
I can see Kawhi. I think Kawhi probably will be in the top 5 by the end of his career, though. I don't see how he wouldn't be because he's Kawhi. Like the shit he does is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the shit that really gets me going about Kawhi is the load management bullshit. I hate that. Like play the damn game. Stop being a bitch.
Yeah, I hate that because everyone's, everyone could do that. Like,
Exactly.
Imagine if LeBron did that. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, they would hate on him like crazy. They'd
Yeah,
throw him in the
that's
trash.
LeBron would win. Like he'd
Hey,
go crazy.
listen,
in the
that's why
basketball.
LeBron's
Yeah.
number 1 on this list.
Yeah, 100%.
No,
I agree.
If
That's
LeBron's
why LeBron's number 1.
You guys go take a lap. Go take a lap if you don't think so.
Power forwards now.
Yeah, I think power forwards is going to be a fun one. I feel like we probably all have around the same. So you got Timmy. I think Timmy's undisputed number 1.
100%.
Can't question Tim Duncan.
Yeah, we got Carl. I got
Big
Carl
fundamental.
This is where you could start arguing who has the second spot.
Yeah, I think it's
I
between
agree.
Carl and Dirk.
Dirk,
right there.
Dirk and Karl Malone.
Definitely too, but I think it's pretty close. Though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Carl just because that defensive end. He's
Oh, yeah.
second all time on scoring
Definitely
list.
better on the defensive end. Yeah. That's what
but
really pushed him over Dirk. I think.
Dirk being the greatest big man shooter is a big effect on that too.
I mean, one of the most unstoppable fadeaways.
You got Dirk 3.
Top 5
I got
signature move ever.
I got Dirk 3. So let me finish mine. So I got Tim, Karl Malone, Dirk, KG, and Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get through your stoves here.
Go ahead.
So I got Tim 1, Carl 2, Dirk 3, KG 4, and Giannis at the 5th.
I have the same exact list on the power forward. I think after this Bucks run, Giannis is going to be one of the most accomplished players at his age. He's 26 years of age. He's got 2 MVPs. He's got defensive player of the
I'm
year.
gonna put Giannis in mine too.
You know what I
At the end
mean?
of his career, he's gonna have.
I mean,
a crazy resume.
I know it's tough to put him over
He
Chuck,
will.
but it's just like Giannis, dude. He might be on the road to being the greatest defender ever.
I think he has potential.
And that's a really big take because
Big
He
take.
can guard. He
you
can
can
guard
guard 1 through 5 at 7 foot,
It's kind of crazy how he moves.
and he's 260, jacked at 7 foot.
I think the big thing with him is he needs to stay healthy.
Yeah,
100%.
As a good player should be, but I mean he's been pretty good with.
I mean, I can't believe what he's doing with that knee injury. It's just
Yeah,
like
no.
it hasn't even happened.
He's all right now.
It doesn't even phase him.
He
Like,
hyperextended
It was
anything
a-
structural.
yeah,
It's not
but
a big deal.
it looked really weird when it happened. You
Well,
know
yeah,
what I
but
mean?
if he had
really
structural damage, then it would be a different story.
Yeah.
Like he's playing on a
He
torn
does. He
ACL
just
or some
he
shit.
probably
It's
just
not,
stretched the ligament maybe a little.
No, he hyperextended his knee. He just stretched it. No big deal. He's okay now. Obviously, look, he looks playing on
He's dropping 40 and 15 in
You
the
could tell
finals.
if he was playing hurt. He's not playing.
Yeah.
hurt.
He looks
fine.
He
So
really does.
who you got for your top 5, Nick?
I got I got Tim Duncan, Karl Malone. I got KG over Dirk.
Wow.
Oh man, that's fucking
mean,
crazy.
You can argue it.
I think you can argue it, but you put Dirk with Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Rajon Rondo.
That was at the end of Garnett's career,
He
though.
was still.
And
Oh,
it was
They're winning 3 rings,
Yeah.
2 to 3 rings.
He should have won more than one ring. I think that squad.
Well,
I think that
when
squad
KG was
should
in his prime, MVP year,
Yeah.
he was just he was the best defender in the league. He was unbelievable, and he averaged 25 points,
25 and like 13.
and then like 2 blocks. Like I thought in his prime he was better. Maybe they're even, bro. 3 and 4.
tough.
They're even.
Yeah,
They're
it's
even.
really
I
close.
put KG over Dirk because you all had it the other way around, so I said fuck it. And then number 5, honestly, bro, I'm torn between Giannis and Charles Barkley. But I'm gonna
It's gonna go right to Giannis.
Yeah,
We gotta be honest.
We gotta be honest. I'm gonna give it to Giannis. Charles Barkley would be sick.
Charles Barkley is retired. He ain't doing shit.
I think Charles Barkley deserves a little respect because he's 6'6", reportedly 6'5" too, and the shit he did at that height. I mean,
The power he
He
had.
was,
He was unguardable.
he was
Yeah.
the Zion before Zion.
He
literally
really was.
I mean,
Literally.
that's exactly.
And he was nowhere near as big as he
I
was.
also love Charles Barkley on TV. He's fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
he's the funniest guy on the panel.
He's so good. He's so
Him and
good.
Shaq going at it.
But I think Charles gets disrespected a little bit.
No, he does. He
Yeah.
does because he didn't win. That's why everyone thinks he's. But he's the greatest.
MVP.
He's got the title as the greatest player to never win a ring.
No,
Yeah.
Karl Malone's better.
Karl Malone.
Oh yeah, we
we
forgot about
literally
that.
just
You're right
had
about
him
that.
on
I'll
the
give it to
list.
Karl Malone. Yeah,
He's
for
up
sure.
there for sure. I
Yeah,
think
he's right behind. He's second. He's
Yeah.
got to be second. Who else? Who else
Whoa,
did
we
he
got
make?
other
AI
guys
could be up
too.
there.
I think AI is better than
AI.
Chuck. 100%.
Yeah, you got to give it to AI too.
You gotta give it.
Damn,
Look at
that's
the
tough.
person on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Even Chris Paul. I'm taking Chris Paul over Charles Barkley.
Yeah, I'm taking Chris Paul.
It would be KD if he didn't go to the fucking Warriors.
Yeah, that is true.
It would be KD.
KD
Yeah.
fucking
All
sucks.
right, so
He did
let's,
ball out though, you know.
He did.
let's get into the big controversy here with the centers.
Yeah.
This
What do you
guy-
got, Tim?
We saved best for last.
And, yeah, I mean, I think you guys are gonna hate my list actually, because
I know I'm gonna hate Timmy's list.
so I got Shaq 1, bang,
Oh,
Start
get
up
the fuck out.
Kareem
of
2,
here. There's no
Kareem
way.
2, that's not bad.
Mhm.
Hakeem 3,
Love-
I think
that.
he deserves that.
I love Hakeem, bro.
Wilt 4, Bill Russell 5. Bill Russell's got to be in the top 5 because his undoubtable greatness.
So I got the same top 5 as you because I got Kareem Shaq switched. Kareem's number 1, bro.
Kareem
There's no
has to be.
fucking way.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
There's
Are
no
you
fucking
sick?
way you put Shaq
All-time
over
leader in
Kareem.
points.
Here, let's
I
hear
don't
about
believe
that.
that.
Go ahead, Joe.
So first, I think Kareem, like Nick said, he's got to be the best center,
Yeah,
most
no
accomplished.
doubt, bro.
2, Wilt. 3, Hakeem. 4, Shaq. And 5, it's got to be Bill. Those 11 rings.
Wait, so you have Wilt 3 or 2?
He's got-
Will, I got 2.
Wilt 2. I got the same list as Joe B. Kareem, Wilt, Hakeem, Shaq, and Bill because of his rings.
Dude,
I mean,
I honestly, with all my fucking, I want fucking Hakeem over Shaq, because I love Hakeem.
He is better.
I think
you
he's
saw
more
them in the
skilled.
finals.
But like, we got to talk about it.
He
Like,
wasn't. Yeah. This is going to be the biggest topic between Shaq and Hakeem because Shaq wasn't in his prime when he went up against Hakeem, but he got violated.
He was in the beginning.
He got fucking
You
violated.
take Shaq from the Lakers
that's
and
great.
put him against Hakeem in his prime.
it's
What's
a way
happening?
different game. Way different.
What's
We
gonna
don't
happen?
know that though. You know what I mean?
We don't know that.
It didn't
That's
happen.
why
It
I
didn't
gotta
happen.
put Hakeem over Shaq.
I'm taking Shaq as the best center of all time because I think when Shaq was at his best, there was no better player than him ever.
Michael Jordan did say that the only player he was ever actually scared of going against was Hakeem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's a reason why Hakeem won that season that Jordan took
Then he
off.
lived 2, right? 2
Two.
years.
Went back to back.
It was 2 years.
94, 95. We went
Yeah,
back to
'cause
back
the
because
2
Jordan
years-
went to baseball.
MJ
Jordan retired.
MJ was the only guy. MJ was the only guy going back.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I thought they won one, but I mean, very possible.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know
I
idea. I'm not
think-
gonna
I
lie.
think it could be now that you say it.
Because
Yeah, but
who else would have won in the early 90s?
no, I think it
It
was.
was
I think the
them.
Rockets. I think the Rockets got it.
Hakeem,
What
I
a
think, was the
team,
best
yeah.
player in the league besides Jordan at the time.
Yeah, it has to be, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna put fucking Hakeem over Shaq.
100%. You
I wanted to do it, but I didn't know.
It happened already. It happened. You gotta give it to Hakeem.
I'm
You
giving
can't
it to
say that
Hakeem.
Shaq's better
I
than
thought he won one. I'm not gonna lie. If it was 2,
No, he won back to back
I'm gonna give it to Hakeem.
with Kenny the Jet. Kenny the Jet is the second best.
Kenny the Jet
Some
Smith.
respect on him.
Give me a
Kenny was
premium.
nasty. Without Kenny, they're not winning that championship.
No shot.
Yeah, Kenny and no Hakeem, yeah, no problem.
Oh my, give me a
Yeah,
break.
you take Hakeem off that team, they still win.
Kenny's the
Oh,
GOAT.
imagine Hakeem off that Rockets team. They're
They're a lottery
good for
pick.
nothing.
They're a lottery pick.
They're a lottery
Kenny's
pick.
They're
dropping
shit.
45 a game.
Kenny's dropping 13, and then he's getting
Number one out.
he's getting shipped out to fucking Detroit the next week.
Oh god.
Now I gotta put Wilt behind Kareem because I mean I know Kareem didn't have that many centers back then when he went up against. He only had Wilt. You know, he didn't go up against Hakeem in his prime. Didn't go up against Shaq. But Wilt was the only person to ever stop the skyhook.
You just got a point. He does.
I mean, and that's a really big deal because you're talking about the deadliest move in NBA history. He got him 40,000.
The most
points.
unstoppable.
I
Yeah.
mean,
What do you do?
Why
You just
he could
toss
stop it
it?
though? Because he was 7 feet tall, had a 40-inch vertical, and
You think Giannis could stop that?
I
No.
think so.
Yeah,
Giannis?
Yes.
Giannis
He
could
does
block
it-
KD's
yes.
pull-up jump shot. I think. He
Wait,
could stop it.
you're telling me Giannis can block Kareem's skyhook? You said.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think so because not only is Kareem 7'2" and Giannis is only 6'11", but Giannis doesn't have the 45-inch vertical that Will Chamberlain had in order to block the hook shot. You got to jump
Probably
pretty
got close
high.
to a 40, I would say.
No way. I would give
36 at least. He's
No,
gotta
I
be-
give him
Yeah.
like mid-30s. Mid-30s.
I
I have
say-
no idea.
I don't know.
I
He's
have
got
no idea.
There's no way it's over
I think it's
40
not high.
because he's
Dude.
7 foot and he just he run-
He's like 6'10", 6'11". I'm telling you, bro. I think he
I
can
don't
block
know.
that shot.
Kareem shot, bro. He was 7'2", 7'3", and he had the fucking long.
That's what I'm
arms.
saying.
He's not
Yeah.
gonna block it every time, but
You
I
have
think
to think about it though.
I don't think so.
You know how hard it is to block KD's jump shot on a pull-up too. I saw Giannis.
I feel like a jump
not
shot's
change
different than a hook
everything.
shot, though, because a hook shot you actually had no chance because he's bringing it out this way, whereas a jump shot is.
Yeah, he's
he's
got his
hard
body
to
in the
face.
way,
Oh,
so
but
it's
not
hard to.
KD, the ball's all the way up.
I know
there.
he's pulling up
KD
like this. I get it. And he's fading away. I get it.
On like a pull up, KD leans back. We see how he does it, and like that's hard to guard if you're in front of him. Like that's.
How you gonna
hard to
block it when he's back to the basket, though? It's different when you're back to the basket versus your face up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because now you're face up. Now you're looking right at the guy versus back to the basket. Now you're screwed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if
I'm saying Giannis can't.
If he doesn't
I don't think
bite-
he can,
If he doesn't
he can't
bite
jump
enough,
high
like,
enough.
if he
Same
not
time.
gets the time right, I think he's got it.
I think so too. I agree.
I mean, maybe he'll block one, but like, what was the only one who was able to actually like, lock him down a little bit?
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I.
yeah.
Only guy. So you can't compare those two guys defensively. Wilt was way better for that situation. Wilt was the only guy. There's a reason why he's known for that. He's the guy that stopped Kareem, and no one else ever could. So you got to give Wilt that respect. But I got Wilt 4. Did I say mine already?
Yeah, you did.
I got Hakeem second now, Shaq third, Wilt fourth, Bill Russell fifth.
We gotta talk about this. So
Yeah.
how do you put Wilt behind Hakeem and Shaq?
I got Wilt
Because Hakeem is the most skilled, maybe the most all-around skilled center.
Who
I
is?
can see with Hakeem being better than Wilt, but there's no way I don't think he's better than Shaq.
Yeah, because Wilt was literally the better version of
That's
Shaquille.
we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about what the fuck you just said.
I said
Shaq being the most dominant player of all
I
time.
think so.
Why? Tell me why.
Because at his apex.
Physically, he was the most dominant. Physically, but as a basketball player, who's to say MJ's not the most dominant? He won 6 rings. Who's to say he's not the most
Okay,
dominant?
most dominant center. Then
Physically.
Okay,
Valid point, valid.
You
You
know,
know?
I think Wilt was more dominant. You
Dude,
know,
I-
50 points a
I
game.
agree. 100 points in the
I
basket.
don't like that whenever he's the most dominant player of all time. Like physically, because he was very strong and very big and hard to guard 1v1 because of his size. So physically, yes, the most physically dominant center of all player of all time, probably. But like I just said, like MJ, LeBron, like who's to say these guys aren't more dominant because they're clearly have done more in their
Okay,
careers.
that's fair. Oh, that's fair. That's maybe.
And,
you know?
You're right. I misworded that.
And
You're 100%.
can I say another big point?
Go for it.
Another really big point that I look at, and I just literally just slipped off my mind. Hold on, give it a second. It's gonna come back. All right. So put it in perspective. You put Wilt Chamberlain
Yeah.
with a Kobe Bryant's work ethic. You can't tell me that they're only going to win 3 rings. They're going to win at least 4 to 5.
Shaq and Kobe.
Listen, we gotta be careful when we do these hypothetical things, like switching players here and there. That's very difficult to do because you don't know. Because like when we can't, you gotta. It's hard to compare eras because if you take a player from the 50s with the way that they trained and the way that they played, and then you throw them into 2000s where it was just totally different, and they were brought up differently in a different environment, and they were taught how to play the game differently. It's not going to be the same. You cannot just take a player and throw
No,
him.
you can't. I just think it's
very,
really-
very tricky, and you have to take into a lot of factors into that. So it's hard to. You gotta take
No, you're
players
right.
and what they've done in their era, and maybe use a little bit of like relative to like who they played against, like that kind of stuff. But you can't like if he played with him, he would have done this, but he didn't. He never did.
I mean, Shaq,
No, you're right.
Kobe would have won more rings if they stayed together.
No, they would. And
I
I think you're right. I just think that 2004 was a really big.
upset.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
Like,
was
come
an
on,
upset. Like, the
man.
Pistons, they lost to the Pistons.
Good.
Rip Hamilton,
That
yeah,
was
Rip
a
Hamilton
tough
was
squad.
good.
That was a great
Tough
spot, but
squad.
Lakers are definitely should win that series. You got 2 top 10 players all time.
And
Yeah.
Ben Wallace, who's 6'9", should not be locking up Shaquille O'Neal.
He wasn't locking him up.
He was doing some pretty serious damage to him, dude. Like
I mean, I don't know.
he was.
I don't get how you-
that honestly, that's the reason why they lost that series. Even though Kobe shot like garbage.
It's interesting to say that Shaq is the most dominant player of all time when fucking Ben Wallace is doing damage. Ben Wallace is a great all-time defender, but
4-time defensive
Shaq-
player of the year.
you have to take into account like the physicality of Shaq, like the most physically dominant player of all time. Ben Wallace is 6'9".
That's what I'm saying.
Probably lift a car too. Let's be real.
No.
No, he's not.
He's
Ben
just-
Wallace
unbelievably
might be one of the strongest players.
but I don't.
Shaq's
got the
Shaq's
size.
bigger though. Yeah, Shaq's bigger.
He
but-
should have, and he was in his prime too.
But look at Ben
No,
Wallace.
respect to Ben Wallace though.
3 or 4 defensive player of the years.
He was
What was
balling.
it?
It said 4. Yeah, he won 4.
4, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the. Has anyone ever did that?
Dwight Howard. won 2, 3, 2,
I think he
3.
won 3.
Rudy Gobert, how many has he
He's
won?
on 3. Oh yeah, he's on 3.
He's on 3 right now.
He'll probably get
Yeah,
there.
he will get there, but
Yeah.
look at Rudy. He blocks every shot at the rim. You know what
No,
I mean?
yeah, he's nuts.
Rudy's disrespected as well.
Yeah,
We were remember in the earlier podcast we were talking about this. Joby commented on one of our on one of it, and I was saying that Joby commented Rudy's underrated, and then you were saying he's overrated. I'm like, how the fuck can you say he's overrated?
Centers wise, if
You were saying because of the money he makes.
Yeah, that's a big reason.
So,
Yeah, well, 100%, yeah.
No one's gonna
No one-
sign in Utah.
yeah.
No one
might
wants
as
to.
well
That's
give him
why,
money,
yeah.
You got it. Players like that, you have to get
Keep
them
him.
max.
Yeah, you have to make him stay.
Potency wise, like valuable to their team, you got to put Rudy behind Joe and Jokic.
Value, yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
I
to,
agree.
and we're counting AD as a power forward.
Yeah.
You have to put him in the top 3, Rudy Gobert, after what he's doing.
Defensive wise, he changes the whole game. Guards don't want to go
Into the
for
paint,
Rudy
they're scared.
People
Yeah,
underestimate the value of a paint protector of his caliber.
7-1.
You don't realize that when you watch it, you don't realize how, like what you just said, guards don't want to drive and take, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They don't.
It doesn't come on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
It doesn't. He just has a presence about him that's like very valuable that like anyone would love on their team.
100%.
It's an old school.
It's an old school,
It's not-
exactly.
You don't see many shot blockers nowadays because they all shooting threes.
Exactly.
Like Porzingis, he's 7'4". He
Sucks.
sits on the 3-point line.
He's horrible, that guy.
Thank God the Knicks got rid of him. Fuck
This is
him.
where we start winning.
I want to make this point back on the Shaq debate. So you guys say Kobe's top 3 all time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the fact is that they won 3 chips. Shaq won Finals MVP,
Yes.
3 championship, and the one championship that Kobe really shot like shit. They didn't win. Like I think he needed help, but like I think Shaq's better than him. Like I really do think so.
They're different positions, bro. What makes you say he's
Shaq
better?
was fully in his prime when they were on the same team. Kobe
Was on the come
was
up.
no way in his prime. He was
22 years old, first finals.
22 years of age, and he still pulled it off. Still pulled it off with
We're
Shaq.
talking about his 4th Finals though. When they played the Pistons.
Yeah,
20
Shaq
he's 20 what?
26.
So-
Yeah,
2004.
Yeah, they blamed it on Kobe, but then again, you got people like Rip Hamilton guarding him. They're double teaming him because they got nobody else to worry about. They were saying the whole time that Shaq was overweight, and did he look overweight? I think he did, bro.
On the Lakers, he was.
He was
He was
no. Not when 2001, 2.
Yeah.
We're talking about 2004 when they lost. Shaq did not look where he should have been.
I mean, fair, but like still.
Kobe always was complaining in those documentaries.
Why does Kobe-
Shaq always came in overweight,
Exactly.
and he was like not really didn't have the work ethic.
And
They clashed heads a lot because of it.
Because Kobe's such a hard worker.
He's
He
crazy,
wanted to bring
yeah.
the best out of Shaq, but Shaq
They didn't want to.
And they
Shaq relied on his physical dominance, and it only gets you so far.
and when they asked
You
and
can't.
And then you get the injuries.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
when they asked Kobe Bryant, what would Shaq be with your work ethic?
Be the best player.
Be the greatest player ever.
Easily be the greatest player of all time.
R.I.P.
Not even
Kobe.
close.
Yeah, no doubt. Shaq is fucking like you said. He would have been the most dominant player of all time if he had work ethic.
That's why they lost in 2004. His work ethic was trash.
He was trash.
He was trash. No, I'm just kidding. We know. They both sold it as a whole. You can't just put it all on Shaq.
Yeah, but like
it's partially both their fault.
people blame Kobe for like people say Shaq was better than Kobe in that era, in that time frame when they played together, but it's so difficult, bro, because like Shaq will put up better numbers because no one can actually guard him like in that, you know. But Kobe was definitely more skilled than Shaq.
That's
no
why
question.
he says it too.
If we're talking skilled, then it like
Well, when you talk about a better player, you talk about how skilled they are.
it's not just that. Because then if it's just that, I think Hakeem deserves to get a lot more respect.
Well, in our list, it's about greatness. It's not all just about like we talked about this before.
Yeah, we were just talking
This
about
is
it.
not our lists are about the greatest power forwards, the greatest centers.
Because
Not the most skilled. If it was the most skilled, KD would be like the second best player of all time or number one.
Bill Russell's not top 5 center. David Robinson's more skillful than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Patrick Ewing is more skilled than Bill Russell.
Yeah, but we're talking about
taking
greatness.
greatness.
Skill, but you want to talk about skill? Like Kobe was more skilled than Shaq because Kobe was 6'6" and he was a ball handler.
Exactly.
All ball handlers are more skilled than
Can I do something with that?
big man. It's just how it is.
He says it all the time, and I 100% agree with this. And this has to go with Giannis needing Middleton to hit some tough shots in the clutch. Who's gonna Kobe needed Shaq, or no? How does it go?
Shaq
You know, I know what
Kobe.
To hit those tough shots.
Yeah, but I think Shaq needed Kobe more than Shaq needed fucking Kobe.
Exactly.
No,
I agree.
no, you just fucked up. Shaq needed Kobe more than Kobe needed Shaq.
Exactly.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
I
agree with that.
You need a closer like Kobe Bryant.
He's a closer.
Close the game if he shoots free throws 50%.
Because they're just gonna hack him in the paint.
They're gonna made a thing. Hack Shaq.
Because Shaq can't close out a game for the sole fact that everyone knows that you can't guard him in the paint, but he's one-dimensional because he can't step out and hit a fadeaway. But if you foul him, you make him shoot, and that's what his weakness is. Kobe, you foul him, he's hitting him, and Kobe's hitting a fucking fadeaway in your mouth.
For game
In your mouth. In your fucking grill. Kobe's fucking better than Shaq. For that reason.
When they split up, who had the better career after that? You know what I mean?
Who has more rings?
was older too.
Shaq was.
How about before that? Kobe was better than Shaq. Like Kobe was better after he had Shaq than Shaq was before he had Kobe. You understand?
I'm telling you, 2004.
You got it.
I got it.
Kobe was better than Shaq. Like so, you take Shaq's era before Kobe,
Okay.
right? And then you take Kobe's era after Shaq. Kobe's era after Shaq was better than Shaq's era before Kobe.
Yeah, because you could say it because Kobe had the longevity. Kobe played for a long time.
Also, no, I'm talking about even those 5 years after Shaq. 26 to 31, 32. Kobe was winning MVPs, left and right, winning chips. Come on.
I mean, I think by the time Shaq left, because Shaq was drafted in '93.
Yeah. So Shaq was like 15 years into his career, but and then he was basically done after that. No, 13 years. What am I saying?
Say the Lakers win in 2004. Shaq wins Finals MVP. I guarantee you this is a whole new conversation. Shaq's 100% better than
probably would have won if they.
Bro, but this is what we go back to. It's not about when you said who's better. What do you mean? Who's greater, who had a better resume, or who was more skilled? Because Kobe beats him no matter what. If we're talking about just
I think so.
no matter what, Kobe's more skilled.
I disagree, but
Really?
Yes, I think Shaq's number 3 all time.
Well,
Yeah, but you didn't tell me why. You just said that you just said he's the top 3, but I just asked you why. You just said because he's top 3.
No,
That's your
he
list.
already said it. He said it because in Shaq's apex, he was unstoppable. He was the most dominant. No one could touch him. He's saying in his prime, at Shaq's best, he's saying.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that.
I don't either because it got cut short.
No, but what you were saying was you think that. I asked you, Shaq. I think Kobe's more skilled than Shaq, no doubt, because Kobe was a ball handler and he had more responsibility. That's what I asked you, and you said I disagree with Shaq.
Okay, well maybe I'm retarded. Okay, skill-wise, you could say yes, but it's not only skill. It's not
about greatness.
I think what you're trying to say is he had a maybe better prime.
Yeah, but I still think his prime is better than Kobe. I'm sorry.
The T-Max prime is better than.
You gotta understand.
Exactly. He's got a big point on that. Tracy McGrady. We don't talk about T-Mac. Meanwhile, he was on Kobe's level during the league. In the league. He was the only player that could compete with Kobe. He was second best player in the league.
Players said T-Mac was better than Kobe at one point.
But the thing is, T-Mac had no longevity and he had no real.
Oh yeah,
He never had a winning team, like a serious winning team.
But his team was always hurt, like him and Grant Hill too.
Yeah, Grant Hill was always hurt. He was always hurt.
That could have been a team.
Yeah, that could have been a championship.
Alright, so I think we just gotta get into the top 10s. Everyone's gotta say.
Yeah, we gotta go. This is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I mean, there was another thing. They were talking about T-Mac with Tim Duncan. Bro, did you hear that? No. Imagine Tim Duncan and T-Mac.
That would be phenomenal.
That would have been Shaq and Kobe.
You put T-Mac in San Antonio, and his career is
going a whole nother path.
is longer, and
he's winning 2 to 3 games minimum.
Yeah, no, T-Mac's unbelievable. Skill-wise.
Could do everything that Kobe could do at 6'8".
But the thing is, T-Mac just didn't have.
Exactly. That
He probably didn't have that.
So why'd you bring that T-Mac to the Spurs? Was there do you know if there was like a possibility for that to happen, or is that?
Oh no! I remember watching. It was like another podcast of T-Mac talking about it, saying like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to go to this with Tim Duncan," or they were.
They were probably talking about it, and like maybe
he was saying Tim Duncan to the Magic.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it wasn't T-Mac to the Spurs. It was the other way around. Really? That would have been like nuts.
Magic could have been the serious team. Yeah.
Tim Duncan in a Magic uniform.
Interesting.
You guys ever see the T-Mac to the Bulls with Michael Jordan? When T-Mac first entered the league?
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen gives you a better
I think
team.
Scottie.
He's a better wingman than
T-Mac
T-Mac.
was too young.
You can say that, but
Yeah. He's a ball.
I think
It's like the Melo combo.
I agree.
You put like MJ mentoring T-Mac. I think T-Mac could be better.
Well, T-Mac would end up being better as an
individual.
individual.
That's a good point.
True.
That's a
He
very
would be better as an individual in the long run. Like he would probably be a better player than he ever was, than he was without him. But to win titles, I take Scotty as a sidekick. He knew his role.
Tracy was too young at the time.
Bro, Tracy, when let's say Tracy's got 3 years under with MJ, and he's becoming one of the best players in the league. He's like, and then Eagles clash, and he's like, fuck you, like I want the last shot. And then MJ's like, who the fuck are you? Like I'm fucking MJ, I take the last shot. And then that's how shit happens, and then it doesn't always work out.
I think Scotty was a
better
complimentary player.
Kobe, they clashed heads because who was better? You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm better. I want the ball.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. That's why Shaq and Kobe didn't wasn't as good as it could have been.
I think that's another big reason as to why Scottie Pippen's a little underrated.
Because he accepted his role and excelled in that role.
Exactly. Yeah. So as a team player, Scottie Pippen should be one of the greatest as a team player.
That's why I put Scotty in my top 5 small forwards for that.
He's not better than Elgin Baylor, Dr. J.
I was like Kawhi and Scotty are like very similar, and Kawhi's just more skilled.
That's what I mean. He's literally a better version of Scotty. Obviously, Scotty on defense was better.
Imagine Kawhi. I know.
Kawhi. We're talking 6'8", and he can go from the 3-point line to chase down block in seconds.
I think they're just good though. You seen Kawhi guard KD in the playoffs sometime?
Yeah.
Before he went down? I had never seen anyone really guard KD.
At 6'7".
What I was saying,
imagine Kawhi.
Even though I mentioned before that you can't take a player from one era and throw him into another one, but just imagine, just hypothetically, you take Kawhi and you put him with MJ.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like now you're screwed.
That would have been unreal.
Now you're screwed.
If Kawhi takes that second,
he did in San Antonio.
Well, he was a lot younger in San Antonio, and then he went.
Okay.
He went to the Raptors.
Yeah, but
he's the guy in the Raptors. She's the guy in the.
He's very complimentary to Paul George right now. Like they could play together, so it's like a similar type thing.
You can argue Paul George is just as good as him. You know what I mean?
Kawhi. I think Kawhi is not like a Kobe. Like Kawhi's able to.
It's bottom line because of consistency. That's why Kawhi's better than PG. You know what I mean? Consistency wise.
No,
Kawhi is more consistent.
Paul George actually plays in games. You know what I mean?
Because they're literally the same player.
Yeah, but not last year. Last year, Paul George had fucked up shoulders and he didn't want to play. Remember, like this offseason, last year, he remember playoff P, and then like they came out reports were like he had like torn rotator cuffs in his shoulders. I don't know.
I think I heard.
And then he had surgery on both shoulders in the offseason. And then now look at this year, he fucking went off.
Yeah,
I love Paul George.
He's one of the most talented players in the league, dude. Like he's got everything in his bag.
I don't know if it was the year before or this past year that he had the surgery. I
think it was the year before.
I think it was the year before.
It might have been, but
coming from OKC. Coming from OKC to Clippers.
Maybe it was that. I don't know.
That's what I heard. Maybe
I'm not sure. Jamie.
Yeah.
John, get the fucking Wikipedia.
Stats guy. That's what we
Anyone want to apply to be a stats guy? We're not paying you though. But anyone want to
unpaid internship?
put it on your resume?
Actually, I don't know if we want to get to these top 10s because we just did these top 5s. We're 45 minutes in already. Do we want to save the top 10 for another video?
It's up to the fans.
No, we could do. No, but we gotta clip it.
It's locked.
To a 15-minute video.
Okay, so do you
for the top 10 all time?
Nah, but because we want us to be under an hour.
No,
let's clip it to a 15-minute video. I'm sorry.
Let me explain. We'll do the whole podcast as a whole. We'll have it all.
Yeah.
And then we'll take, like I was talking to you about, we take clips.
Okay.
So we could repost the top 10 into a 15-minute clip.
Okay.
And then. Yeah, because
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying we could do another video that's probably fucking 45
Nah,
minutes.
we're already here.
No, 100% you're right.
Let's just do it now, and then we'll clip it, and we'll make it like a 20-minute video that's also posted.
Are we gonna get into the? Because we talked about the championship, the Bucks and the Suns. Are we gonna get into the off season on the?
No,
the Knicks are gonna get.
No, we're not. That's a different episode. But for this all time, we gotta do it today.
Top 10.
Let's go. I'll rip my top 10.
What do you think about this idea? We go one by one. Like you'll do number 1, we'll all go number 1. We'll all do number 2, we'll all do number 3. I think that's better because 1 through 10 is like we're gonna forget where people had it.
Okay, I'm cool.
You know?
I'm cool with that. Alright, so number 1, MJ.
I think we all agree MJ's number 1.
His name is Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
For a reason.
For a reason. Number 2, LeBron.
It's gotta be LeBron.
As much as I don't want to put him number 2.
LeBron, you gotta hit that LeBron James.
As much as I don't like LeBron, he's number 2.
Can't stand that asshole.
Here comes
he's
the controversy.
This is where it starts going nuts.
Here we go. Let's see.
I don't even know who you guys have.
I got Kobe.
Let's
man.
go. Let's start the booze before boo.
I got Mr. Shaquille O'Neal.
God.
Shaq, third all time. He said third.
It's got to be Kobe Bryant, number 3. It's got to be.
If you don't have, I mean, if you don't have Kobe in your fucking top 3, I just don't know, man.
Top 5.
Top 5.
If it's not in your top 3, I can see it. But
I can see it
gotta be
too.
in your top 5.
I agree.
All right, go. Who's yours?
Kobe.
Kobe third. Kobe third.
Yeah, I got Kobe.
I got Kareem third. Kobe fourth.
You could literally. I have Kareem fourth, Kobe third. You can literally swap those guys back and forth.
Okay, what about you? What about you,
I
Tim?
got Kareem 4.
So you got Shaq, Kareem.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your fifth? You're a fucking idiot, by the way. Shaq is not third.
Shaq
is not
that's
third,
not even,
bro.
I mean, you could just
Take what
bring.
you want.
All right, go ahead.
I think you're a fucking idiot for that.
I mean, I just
it's a hot take.
It's a hot take.
Not
Top
even better
three.
than Kobe. Just like even Kareem. How is Shaq better than? How?
Okay, but you're saying Kobe's better than Kareem, so if Shaq's better than Kareem, in my opinion, it goes
No,
the
no, no.
same way.
No. But I want to talk about, since you have Shaq over Kareem. Let's talk about the centers real quick.
Back to the side.
Well, because this is where
Because
we're at.
Kareem's got him in every aspect possible. He's got him in championships. He's got him in MVPs. He's got him in points. He's got him in defense.
How many MVP?
Kareem's got arguably. I think he's tied with the most MVPs.
No, he is the most.
I got
Six,
to
he's
get
got
this
six.
out.
How many finals does Kareem have?
Kareem, how many? 6, 5?
Hold on, I'm gonna be Jamie for a second right here.
I think 6. He's got 6
No,
rings.
it's-
Kareem's got 6 rings.
Yeah, but
We gotta look up that Bill.
Yeah.
no, it's really nuts what he did.
No.
It really-
He was
Kareem's got the best
two-
resume.
Yeah,
Two-time Finals MVP.
yeah, because Magic won the other. Or,
3. Magic won 3. Yeah.
That's a big thing right there.
MVPs.
Yeah.
He won. Oh my God. League record 6
Yeah,
MVPs.
he's the most.
That's
ever.
like, come on.
MJ had 5.
Hold on. 2 Finals MVPs, 15 first. Okay. Yeah, bro.
40,000
Stats now too.
40,000
But-
points. He
but
did the
don't
same
matter.
move every
Six
time. He
time
just did
MVP.
the hook of death.
It was
Or 5-time. I think it was 4 or 3.
3 or 4. I think it was 3.
Okay,
I think it was 3 as well.
I also want to say one thing. MVPs, great stat, not taking it away from it. But MVPs are kind of bullshit. I'm being honest. MVPs are not the best player in the league.
No, it's
We're at the best season. And that's how it should be.
Yeah, but
You're gonna give LeBron 20 years straight of
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
MVPs. You can't.
Yeah, well, yeah. But, so I think that kind of discredits him a little bit because
No
Shaq was
way.
probably the best player in the league for like 6, 7 straight years.
He didn't have the best season for all those 7. He might have been the most.
I don't know about 7.
Maybe not 7, but
Bro,
Bro,
I actually like the MVP should not be called the MVP, but it should be called like the best player award for that season. Like you know, but that's what it is.
6 MVPs is so impressive. Is there any other center in history that's had more than 2 MVPs?
Shaq had a couple.
Shaq had 3 or 4.
No, Shaq's got 1.
Shaq's
Really?
Regular season MVP's got 1.
Really, got like that.
Because he got jit from Steve. That's why he said, how you give Steve 2 and I got 1? That's what he said.
Oh, really?
Right.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he's only got 1.
Wait.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Where's the money?
Still, I'm not gonna change my opinion. I think at his apex, Shaq was the best player of all time. That's why I think he's top 3. I'm not lying. When Shaq was on the court, when he was at his best,
Better than Michael Jordan.
Yes,
Prime Michael.
yes.
You're taking Shaq over prime Michael
Yes.
Jordan.
Who's closing the game if he doesn't have Kobe?
Okay, well,
Who's gonna be closing the game for the chip?
Close games.
That's why centers can't be the best player of all
Big
time.
part,
Exactly.
bro. That's a big
Okay,
part.
but if he's not. I'm not saying he's the best player of all time.
He was at his apex, he was, but he couldn't finish. He couldn't close out a game. Hack a Shaq.
I mean, fuck it. It doesn't matter. Okay, maybe not best player of all time, but best center of all time at his apex. I'm like, and that's
You
so
can argue
hard.
that. That's a
Okay,
great.
that's different
Of
though.
all time, though, like we get point guard,
We
shooting
gotta
guards are a
relax.
lot
Yeah,
valuable.
yeah.
They're just.
That's enough for me.
Oh, that's enough for me.
Are we on 3 or 4? We're on 4. Are we on? We're on 3. We're on 3.
We're like in between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So, because I just said 4,
You
I
got-
got 3 and 4. Who you
I got Kareem 4 too.
I got Kareem 4.
I got
He's
Kobe
got
4,
Kobe.
and I got Kareem 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 5, I got Mr. Magic Johnson.
Okay.
It's got to be Larry the Legend, baby.
Larry Legend.
I have Will Chamberlain, dude.
Okay, that's an interesting one. I have Larry
Will
Bird.
Chamberlain, I just think he gets disrespected for the era that he played in. Because if you take him out that era and put him in any other one, he's going to be wringing necks.
You can't do it though.
I know it's just it's unfair to him. That's what I'm saying.
It is unfair to him, but you gotta take it for what it is.
People don't take him into
Yeah,
consideration.
I agree that it's unfair, but you gotta take it for what it is.
Someone say you think
No.
Shaq
No, yeah, you're right.
dominant
You're
center.
right.
I think Wilt's the most dominant.
That's what I mean. I think he was literally just a better version of Shaq. He can literally do everything better, except maybe hit him with a drops. He's 400 pounds, Shaq. You know what I mean? I get that.
I know he played in a watered down era, but
Yeah.
100 points in a game, we're never gonna see that.
Never.
We've gotten close. We've gotten close.
Well, what did he average for a season?
Kobe was the closest.
No, but what did he average?
50 points,
52.
25 rebounds.
That's more
That's
impressive than the
26.
100-point game.
Yeah, I agree. 50
Easily.
points every game.
Easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that just can't happen in the NBA nowadays. I don't think there's a way someone could drop average 50 points.
I mean,
a season.
Probably not.
The way I look at it,
You would average 35.
35 to 20, I think, in today's league.
like put in perspective. What's
Why not?
Who's
Say you can't. Rebounds are fucking the easiest fucking stat to get these days.
no.
Rebounds.
Will Chamberlain.
Hold on, my mom's calling me. Hold on, we gotta get around, right? No. Sorry, ma. Talk to you later.
All right.
I don't know.
Imagine my mom was like,
We were just talking about Wilt.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe 20, but 20 rebounds is a fuck ton to average.
Well,
man.
look,
Like,
Drummond averaged 15 a couple years ago. You know what I mean?
And
That's Andre Drummond.
Will Chamberlain's got to be great.
Yeah, but
He's the greatest
he's a
rebounder
great
ever, the
rebounder,
greatest rim
Will
protector ever.
Chamberlain, you know what I mean?
That's a big take. That's why Will Chamberlain's in my top 5. He's the greatest rim protector and rebounder of all time. They started taking what was it? They started recording blocks as soon as Will Chamberlain left the league. So he would. Hakeem leads the blocks, but
Would have been Will.
if Will Chamberlain's the greatest rebounder in big
I'm
man
not sure on
defense.
this, but didn't the goaltending rule get implemented like halfway through his career?
Oh, how does? To be honest, I don't know.
That's also a good point. That's a good
Yeah.
I have
point.
no idea, to be honest.
He was swatting shots off the ring.
Yeah, he might have been. Yeah.
I heard it was Manu Bol that made the goaltending rim.
Oh yeah, that is true. That might have been.
I'm sweating.
I know. I'm sweating down my
Right?
freaking.
150 degrees.
I know.
Yeah, no, we're
bad, I'm
it's getting
sweating.
hot down here.
It is getting hot.
Yeah,
I just started. My feet are like I'm fucking sweating. I'm dripping right now. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Oh man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you should have started.
Fuck.
Oh god, yeah, we're gonna.
I wonder why the computer's getting fried because it's got no oxygen.
Yeah. Oh fuck. I don't know. I think it was so. The era was so watered down.
Yeah, but you can't discredit him for what he did. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I don't discredit him. I don't discredit Bill Russell, but they're not in my top 10 either of them.
Yeah.
All right, well.
And I would also want to have 5 centers in my top 10 because I don't think.
It's crazy to think Wilt Chamberlain. Is there anyone that's a better rebounder or big man defender / rim protector than him? Is there anyone that can?
I agree with you, but I value what Larry Bird was able to do more than that.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm putting Larry.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just talking just strictly big men kind of right now.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying like you take that defensive and that rebounding part into consideration, and the fact that he's averaging 50 points and scoring 100 points in a game, like that's just like he's got the whole bag.
no, he's unbelievable. But Bird was more.
He offered more to the table.
Yeah, Bird was a
Passing,
winner.
facilitating,
He's a winner.
defense,
Shooter,
he's got,
bro.
he's a
Unbelievable
top
shooter.
5 3-point shooter ever.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Leader too. He's
I
one of the
could-
best leaders of all time.
I could see
He's a
that.
winner.
That's
Bird
why,
is a fucking winner.
that's why I got Larry right behind Wilt Chamberlain at 6th. I think it's really tight between them, and I'm taking Larry Bird over Magic Johnson.
It's gotta be.
I'm taking Larry over Magic too. I got Magic 6th.
If you're talking just
Really? You think better overall player?
Yeah.
if you're
More skilled, yeah.
100%.
if you're looking at the resume, Magic for sure is better than Larry Bird. But we got to take into consideration that Larry Bird can do everything that.
Even resume though, it's not even.
No, I think
Larry has
Magic.
Larry has more MVPs.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Wow, I didn't know that. All right, that I didn't know. But I mean,
We're talking about like fucking Magic Johnson. Like you said, he's better all around than Magic. I disagree with that because Magic Johnson came to the year. He was tall as shit. Don't get me wrong, but he was the best passer of all time.
Yeah,
Still probably
he is. He is the best passer of all time. No question.
He made basketball fun.
Yeah.
He brought.
He made it
Him
entertaining.
and Larry though. Those
Yeah,
two.
they did.
They carried the '80s.
But we're talking about Magic as a rookie goes in and plays center in the finals. Wins finals.
yeah, he's got the guts. He's got that
He
Mamba mentality.
literally could play 1 through 5.
Yeah, but
Like, we say that a lot,
Bird-
but like
Bird's-
he actually could.
I thought Bird was just. He was more skilled.
Exactly. He
And he
could.
was also.
He had more. I don't know. It was
The only thing that
They're right here. They're right there.
no, this is what it is. The Magic Johnson. The only thing he's got over Larry Bird is that passing aspect, and Larry Bird is arguably a top 10 passer.
Dude,
I think he's a top 5 passer.
Top 5
Larry Bird was
that's
you're
a
underrating how good of a passer Larry Bird.
No, top 5, top 10. I don't think he's top 5. LeBron, Stockton.
I think top 5. I thought Larry Bird. From what I've seen, Larry Bird.
Regardless, though, you know what
His IQ and his ability to fucking play make, top 5. I don't give a fuck. Top 5.
Definitely top 5.
You know
His IQ is top fucking 3, bro.
Yeah,
Do you hear what I'm trying to say, though?
I gotta think about. I can't say.
I'm imagining Larry Bird right now making fucking behind the back passes and like fucking
It's true.
unbelievable, like shit you've never seen. Like only Magic, maybe LeBron.
True.
Like
that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm saying by that,
Yeah.
though? Like, Larry Bird's literally better in every aspect except passing.
I agree.
Maybe a little athletics.
No, that's
Definitely
athleticism.
athleticism.
I don't think. Yeah.
White men can't jump. The white man can't jump.
Yeah, but Larry's Larry legend for a reason.
Larry's a better jump shooter. Definitely better.
Top 5 3-point shooter. He's one of the best facilitators. Like, that's just like.
I just think literally Magic Johnson can do
What did you say?
everything on the court. Everything on the court.
What did you say that he was like before his time?
Larry, I think he was before his time.
You put him in today's league, he fits so perfectly.
He's looking
Magic.
He is with the Doncic. But
I don't know. He might be better than Luka. Obviously, Luka's too young right now. You give Luka a couple years, Luka might.
He's 2 inches taller than him.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think Larry has the edge, low key, over Luka. But we're not talking. That's for a different episode. What are we on now?
We're on 6.
I got Magic as my
I have Larry behind Wilt on my 6th.
I have Hakeem at 6.
I got Hakeem at 6 as well.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I got Will. I switched it. I got Will at 6.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Forgot about that. I do.
Okay.
No, yeah. So I mean, I don't think there's much.
So yeah,
We talked about a lot.
Basically, yeah.
I got Kobe 7.
I have to put Magic right behind with Larry.
Yeah,
you can't put Magic.
Magic at 7.
You have to put Magic and Larry right there. You have to.
Yeah.
For me, I already have Magic Bird one higher. So number 7, I got Hakeem.
Number 7.
I have right behind those two players. I have Hakeem as well. I agree.
I should have put Hakeem over Magic. I think Hakeem is better than Magic.
I think
so.
I think that's a really good argument. I think it's very tight. It's just the reason why I'm not putting Hakeem over Magic Johnson is because of that Larry Magic. I want them to be next to each other on the list.
I see
That's
it,
the only
yeah.
reason.
I have one thing I have to say about this though, because we're talking about these lists. I think the only 2 locks you have in a top 10 all-time list, MJ, LeBron 1 and 2. Like that's it.
Oh no question.
Anything
100%.
else, like even like probably 8 through 3 through 15.
Yeah,
you could have
you could swap.
interchangeable players.
I agree.
And there's not that big of a gap between these players.
I would say 8 through. I would say 3 through 10.
3 through 12-ish. 3
Yeah,
through
listen
12.
Listen to me though. I don't have Will and Bill Russell in my top 10.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I don't have KD.
Yeah, like Curry.
Well,
fine.
okay, fair enough. But for me, like after Duncan, you got probably like KD, Curry. But like
Curry's got
they're obviously behind these other like 3 through 8. I would say interchangeable. Then 9 through 15.
Yeah, but you're saying that too, but like you guys have Larry Bird in your top. You guys all have him top 7. I have Larry Bird at 10.
Yeah, but Tim, we gotta realize like
I think
you're losing your marbles then if that's what you're saying.
I think Larry and Kareem gotta be top 5 though.
Yeah, Larry's.
You know what I mean?
I think
They gotta be. I don't know.
I have Will over Larry.
Kareem, you could say gotta be.
We gotta realize we're talking about greatness here as well as the skill aspect.
Yeah,
Like a mixture of
exactly.
all.
Exactly.
Larry was
It's
like
both, yeah.
Larry completely dominated.
I agree.
And along with Magic.
I agree. I switched the top. I switched my list a little bit. I'm definitely gonna take Wilt down and put him under Larry and Magic
You need to.
because it's just like
You need to put Larry
That
and Magic. They
potency.
were way too.
too valuable. They were so
One of the
valuable.
greatest rivalries ever, those 2 players.
You gotta take into account like the rivalry. Yeah, like them going at each other year in year out. It's better than anything we'll win against.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It made them both better. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
they were going at each other's necks every year.
It's like the Messi Ronaldo. They keep going at each other. They make each other better.
Okay,
Same
so
thing.
we got 8 right now. Everyone say 7. Because I
7, yeah.
I got Kobe 7. Who you
I
got?
got
I had Magic right behind Larry on
I
that.
had Hakeem 7.
Okay, so right now I got Timmy D 8, and Tim Duncan is very disrespected.
Very disrespected, but he's not better than Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon is.
There's
No,
no
yeah,
way.
I don't know,
There's no
but
way.
I mean, Timmy's got a crazy
Hakeem,
resume.
Hakeem was better in every aspect except maybe rebounding.
That's a very subjective because
Yeah.
rebounding is like
Nah,
they got all those big men. can
That's what I'm
rebound.
saying.
Yeah.
So Hakeem had a bigger bag. He was better offensively. Hakeem is the second greatest rim protector behind Wilt Chamberlain.
He's
He leads all time in blocks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's about
The
it.
big thing is in the bag, bro. His offensive bag was
You
ridiculous.
can't guard him on the block.
You can't.
Timmy
Timmy
D
had a good bag too, but
nothing
nothing
compared
compared
No,
to.
bro.
Nothing compared to Hakeem.
Hakeem
Hakeem had the
was-
biggest bag of all
You
time.
talking post moves? No one.
Yeah,
in the post.
It's not even close.
He had the biggest big man bag ever.
100%. Best footwork for a big man too, as well.
He might have the
100%.
best
Easily.
footwork.
Timmy D's right there behind him. Too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I put him right behind
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Better mid-range shooter.
Ooh, I don't know. Hakeem could shoot
Tim,
though.
I'm gonna say fadeaway
agree.
wise, Hakeem was ridiculous. But
fadeaway.
stand up bank
That's
shot,
mid-range.
that's Timmy's
Yeah, I
shot.
was-
Stand
I
up
agree.
bank
I
shot.
agree with
Like
that.
facing basket.
Exactly.
you know
If
what I'm
he's
saying?
shooting a regular jump shot,
Alright.
Timmy's definitely.
Okay, so
so
they're very close by.
Yeah.
I pick Hakeem. So number 8, who do you got?
I got Timmy D at 8. I think.
Okay.
And you know what? I got to shout out Biggie because Biggie and Hate actually we were talking about this one night.
Kiss my ass, Biggie. Kiss my ass.
They changed my opinion on Timmy D a little bit. They gave me some insight to put him a little higher on this
Okay.
list. So
You
shout out to them.
got Timmy D. What do you got?
I got Hakeem at 8.
Okay.
My 8 is also Hakeem. Yeah.
I want to put Hakeem over Magic, but
My
Can't.
yeah, you
Can't. I can't put Hakeem over Magic.
My 8 is Shaq.
No.
I mean, no one even said
Shaq's not in my
Shaq.
top 10.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the
big.
craziest thing I've ever
He's not.
heard.
Who's he? You know who's he better than?
This is what I got. So I
Will
got.
and Timmy D.
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
I don't think so.
Bro, you
Yeah.
can't. You
I don't
can't.
think he's better than Timmy D or Will. Shaq.
I think Shaq.
really don't.
Wow.
I got Shaq over Tim Duncan. But
You
not
need
over,
bro.
bro.
I don't. Tim
Undoubtedly better than Tim Duncan.
Joe B.
Realize you look at career.
Shaq was more dominant. Shaq was.
better career though.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
no, because Shaq didn't. Yeah, the longevity, but like
That
you
takes.
have to take the
Prime.
primes.
That prime. Shaq did a lot of
He
that.
did.
Prime.
No, not to say Tim Duncan didn't, but Shaq was just.
So much
I
more
think
effective.
I think Shaq's prime.
Well, actually, I don't know.
No, Shaq was more effective. in
What
his
I was
prime.
gonna say is
I'll
I'll
take
take
Shaq's
Shaq's prime over
Duncan's
Duncan's longevity, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Because
like
he won
agree with
5
that.
rings with one team.
That's
What
what
is
I'm
five?
saying.
I know that is tough.
It's a tough one actually.
You-
I thought about it while I was saying it,
saying it,
and I don't know if I agree
Kobe,
with it.
Kobe Bryant and Tim
Yeah.
Duncan, they're gonna win at least 5 to 6 rings.
Yeah.
And it's because of Tim Duncan's work ethic.
And that's Tim Duncan's leadership. He
Yeah,
didn't have an ego at
I'm not gonna
all.
lie, I think I know there are people that argue Tim Duncan is better than Kobe Bryant.
I take back what I said about
People do
Joe
say that, but I
B.
think that's crazy.
Joe B's got a big point as to Shaq not being in his top 10 because that mental thing is a big part.
Longevity
Shaq,
is huge when
Shaq had an ego like no
exactly.
one else,
The,
bro.
the ego killed Shaq's career because without that ego, Shaq could have been top 5 player of all time.
I agree.
All right, so we move to 9. 9. I got KD.
I got KD as well.
I have Shaq there right behind Hakeem.
I got Wilt.
Okay. I think.
Because I haven't said Wilt yet.
So
Wilt
do
needs
You
to
have
be
to
there.
put him.
Have you
Yeah,
guys,
he's not my top
do
10.
you guys even have KD in your top 10?
I don't have KD, bro.
Like he's just.
He's my 11.
I got him 11
for me. He's 11 for me.
KD 11th, Curry 12th.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Cur-
It's gotta be.
Curry's gonna be top 10.
Well,
Dude, he's like his
It depends,
his
though, because
impact on the
the past couple of
game.
years, Curry's been great this year, but like
It's been on and off since the Warriors kind of lost KD, so
we'll have to see.
I think they're gonna make a good run this year.
I think
It
so.
depends if they get someone else.
Assets.
If they get another big guy, yeah, they
They might
can.
trade for
Six-
Pascal Siakam or so.
That's not gonna.
We gotta save this, the current, for the next
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna do another
We're ringing it
episode
right
with
now.
like
Ringing it.
right current basketball.
So I got Will number 9, and I got. What would you say?
I got KD 9.
Okay,
I got Duncan number 10.
I have Tim Duncan 10. You can't.
He needs to be in the top 10.
If I have Kobe at 3, tells Tim Duncan not a top 10 player. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
just, I'm telling you, there's like, it's like we're saying these names like how like fucking like how far they're 3 to 10 on the list, but
They're so fucking close. It's just honestly just preference, what we
yeah,
think.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
these are like the S tier of NBA players. There's not players that are
course.
like,
These are the GOATs.
Like,
These are the all-time greats. That's
Like,
why it was top 10 all-time list. It's not
like,
like
yeah. So
you
like,
know?
these players, like even though this order might be wonky, like people like think otherwise, but all these players are extremely close. Like, extremely
Yeah, I
close.
agree.
So at number 10, I got Larry Bird.
That's crazy.
That's
So
unreal.
at 10, I got a tie. I got a tie with
This
Kid's on
respect.
crack, I
Steph
think.
Curry and Tim Duncan. I got a tie.
I
got a tie?
I could see it. I
I
could
don't
see
think
it.
Steph's on.
Who'd you
Yeah,
say? Tim Duncan, Steph
Steph Curry,
Curry?
I think they're tied at 10.
I think they're very
taking
similar.
KD
Yeah.
right now. KD right now over Timmy though.
Yeah.
I just think Timmy's
I think
accomplished so much more than Kevin.
Yeah, I
just
agree.
like
Best
tough.
scorer of all time.
I agree with that.
KD's the most skilled player of all time.
Yes.
We're never gonna see.
I don't know about the most skilled player.
Yes.
On scoring wise, as a whole,
skilled,
skilled
basketball player. I think KD.
I don't know.
Well, defense is a skill as well.
I would say
LeBron is more skilled than KD. We gotta save this for the next.
Offense
Offensive
is
skill.
skill. Offense. No, we're talking about it now. He's the most offensively skilled player of all time.
Scoring. Wait. Who's the most? You're talking about LeBron, right?
No.
LeBron's the most.
No, KD.
We're talking about all right.
KD, bro.
Oh, you gotta put passing into that perspective. LeBron.
Okay, well, KD's the best scoring.
KD's the best scorer.
Scoring, yeah. That's what I was saying. He's easily the number one scorer, and then I'll put Michael Jordan there, and then Kobe.
right there, yeah.
You know what I
We're
mean?
talking pull up KD Chedda.
Yeah.
No, he's the greatest scorer ever. The greatest offensive
Because of
player.
his size and it's because of his length and because of all those things together. Like
I think
6'11".
I gotta give it
that
to.
range.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to LeBron. He's the greatest offensive player ever.
Offensive player?
Offensive player because of that passing.
Yeah.
LeBron's the top. LeBron's gonna be a top.
Michael Jordan score offensive player.
Offensively scoring, we know Michael's better than
I'm really surprised to hear that coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, so am I.
Really
So
surprised.
am
You
I.
caught me off guard.
They say I think
Because who's better on defense, LeBron or MJ?
MJ.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I think he's a better
That's gonna
player.
get people
But
mad.
we're talking about offensively.
The reason why I disagree is because he's not that great of a
He's
shooter.
not really. He's not. You know what I mean? That's
I
what he lacks. That's what I agree with Nick. I
Yeah.
think if he had the shooting aspect,
Yes.
Like
it'd be undoubtedly not even close. I think it wouldn't even be.
If he had like KD's jumper,
Dude,
of course.
he's the
But
best player of all time.
but he does. But that's why he's not the best offensive player of all time because his jump shot is
second
bad.
in playoffs for 3-point field goals behind Curry.
He's got the most games.
Yeah, because
I agree.
longevity.
But that shows
Longevity, exactly.
I mean,
That's why it plays a big part.
I mean,
Yeah.
he lives in
sleeping
that.
on the jump shot from LeBron. I know early in his career, I think he's
No, we're not.
He was
No, we're
never
not.
I
a
think
great
he's sleeping.
shooter, though. He was
No,
always-
he's-
obviously that's the biggest flaw in his game, bro. But like I'm
Everyone
telling
talks
you,
about Jordan shooting. Jordan shot 2 threes a game. Shot 33% for his career. LeBron shoots 34%. In an NBA that's filled of shooting. That's
Yeah,
the
no.
best way. Like the
Yeah.
3 points.
Yeah, but the thing is, let's talk about the shooting is also not just 3-point shooting. It's mid-range, pull up,
Yeah.
fade away.
MJ,
MJ, that was what he excelled at. MJ, I don't want to hear anyone say MJ wasn't a great shooter.
no, but my
That's because at the time, the 3-point shot now is the mid-range pull-up back
Yeah,
then.
exactly. And he shot league average from the 3-point line.
Yeah, but people can't talk about MJ not being a great shooter because MJ's bread and butter was a mid-range jump
no,
shot.
but I think
Or
that
going to the rim. Like,
Or going to the
no
rim.
one can stop him. Why shoot a three? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like
I
pull-up
think
jumper.
this
That's
is
his shit. That's his go-to.
Also, LeBron, outside of 3 feet, he shoots like 33% for his career.
I think
LeBron's
this
not a
is
good shooter, bro.
we have a big problem right now because I think you guys are really not understanding what I'm saying.
No, because you're counting in literally every
every
aspect.
But shooting is the biggest aspect of offense.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's a better shooter at the end of the day.
Well, no, LeBron is just not a good enough shooter. At the end of the day,
People say,
because
"Oh, LeBron's a better 3-point shooter than MJ."
he's really not.
Okay,
He shot more threes, but like
one better.
You
career
gotta look
percentage.
at the stats at this point. Statistically, he's a better 3-point shooter. Mid-range,
By
you can't compare it.
By
Mid-range.
1%.
And this is just scoring, though. Okay. We talked about scoring. We know who's a better scorer. It's MJ, 100%.
yeah, but
Who's the most potent offensive player in NBA history? It's gotta be LeBron.
when you say the potent, that is a horrible
word
word to use because potent means like how fucking clinical he is, how clutch he is. Like potent means like if there's one fucking guy you go to, it's not LeBron to shoot a fucking last shot. No fucking chance.
When LeBron's on the floor, dude, he's got everyone involved. You gotta be on your P's and Q's.
Okay, we'll talk about. Okay, we can bring a Magic Johnson in that fucking situation then.
No, but Magic, you can't compare Magic scoring wise to LeBron. That's
Okay,
what
fair. Okay, but you're talking about.
You
You
want
want
to
to talk about.
talk about 3 if you're talking about that too.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have the same score.
Bro, you cannot be the greatest offensive player of all time and struggle to shoot the ball. You can't.
No,
I don't care. You
You
can't.
can't be the greatest offensive player of all time and average 17 points per game in the finals. I'm sorry.
Wait. You said that one more time?
17 points per game in the finals. Michael Jordan never averaged under 20 in
I
the
agree with
playoffs.
that, 100%.
You know what I mean?
No, but can I ask you something? You
I agree.
Take it.
Michael
I
Jordan.
agree.
Wait, let me say this.
Yes.
After LeBron learned his lesson the hard way,
Yeah.
that series, Take that Cleveland LeBron. I know you're gonna say something. Oh, you can't take this guy and put him back then. But LeBron got better. LeBron was a better shooter. He was better mentally. He was stronger. So you really got to put that in perspective. I'm not talking about 2011 choke artist shitter. I'm talking about 2018 3-1 deficit. Series on the line.
2017.
Get the fuck out of here.
I saw a stat though. Michael Jordan, he had more 40-point games than games less under 20 than under 20 points.
Scoring, it's not
That's,
close.
like, you know
Michael Jordan's the second greatest scorer.
Bro, but offense,
never
the
been
main thing on offense, passing is part of it.
Potency. What can LeBron offer on the table on
Potency is KD in your mouth cheddar for game. That's potency. That's potency. You want to talk about just as a whole body of work? Yeah, LeBron is probably the most complete.
Why is LeBron better than KD than all time then? Why? It's not because of his defense.
No, but you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely not because of his defense. So why is LeBron better than KD?
No, because he's a great facilitator, and he's great at getting to the rim, and he's a great leader. But you want to talk about just offense, like. LeBron's a good defender, we can't forget that. LeBron in his prime was a great defender.
Yeah, but his defense is not the reason as to why he's better than KD, bro.
He's got better defense.
Way better.
He does, but
I would say way better.
not exactly. He's better. He's not.
But bro, you gotta talk. If you want to talk about one guy you want, like if you say greatest scorer of all time, well, not greatest scorer, greatest offensive player of all time,
Offensive player.
and you can't hit a fucking game-winning jumper for even mid-range three.
You never seen?
He can.
Come on,
But that's
not
not
stupid.
But no. Shut up. 1 second. He can, but I'll take fucking 6 other guys before I take him to take a game-winning jumper.
Kobe.
All right, let's hear it. Instead of those three, okay,
But there's already 3 above, so how can you put him number 1?
no, because I'm talking about offense. We're not talking about go get me a bucket. That's
offense.
That's offense.
Okay, but dude, you have to put passing into offense too. You guys are not.
No, I get it. I get it.
You don't, because if I did, then you'd be like, okay, the reason why.
I understand why you think so, but I value being able to score in all facets more than just. He's a good passer, great facilitator, great leader. So shoot and on offense, straight up scoring ability matters more than anything else.
And
Or else Magic Johnson would be higher on your list.
No, but another thing that you're focusing more on is that end game clutch factor. He's saying, who KD, Chedda, pull up for game.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the first 46 minutes of the game as well. We can't just talk about the last 2 minutes.
I'm not just saying that. I'm talking about it is important, but you're saying that's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as an offensive player, shooting in on the 3 levels. Well, in the paint, obviously LeBron has that. But on the other 2 levels, there's many other guys I'll take.
No. I agree 100% with that, Nick. I'm telling you, in the whole entire game, LeBron is going to get more offensive impact than KD is in the whole game.
Okay, but I'm not saying but KD's not
because of his assists, because of his
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that, but KD's not my number 1 offensive player of all time. It's Michael Jordan.
Offensively,
honestly, I'm taking Curry over LeBron when it comes to offense.
That's
interesting.
great
Take
too. It's an interesting take too.
I think that's close, but I'm taking.
That's interesting. I'm taking MJ over LeBron for offense. There's no fucking.
Curry does
everything
way better than LeBron besides passing.
I get what you're saying.
Maybe finishing.
It's crazy to say. I think Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time. Offensively, I got LeBron, MJ, and then KD. That's what I got offensively, just because that passing factor.
LeBron offensively because LeBron struggles to hit a mid-range. He doesn't really shoot mid-range ever. Does LeBron ever shoot mid-range jumpers? Really?
Only fadeaways, really.
Like post fade once in a while, but like his main thing is either he steps back for like a corner, like a what is it, like a for 3.
I get it.
And then he tries to get to the paint or tries to facilitate. That's his main 3 things. That's where he sells that.
So hold on 1 second. So we got a couple visitors coming in.
Surprise right here.
I just forgot what I was about to say because I turn around and I see these idiots.
Yeah.
But
my gas.
Damn it. Okay, where was I? What were you saying so I can maybe remember what I was gonna say?
MJ is better. LeBron doesn't shoot like he either goes to the paint, facilitates, or like.
That's what I was gonna say. I got it. So LeBron. Now we gotta talk about it. Who is gonna have more points all time, Kevin Durant or LeBron? It should be Kevin Durant. It should be.
You're getting caught up in this KD versus LeBron. I'm not saying KD's better. I'm not like. KD was
You said he was a better offensive player. That's what I'm talking about.
No. I said I value KD more because his clutch factor and his shooting.
So who's your greatest offensive player of all time except for Michael Jordan?
Well, that's my greatest, so I can't say that.
No, I'm saying who's your
Who's my
second?
second? Probably it comes. Let me see my opinion list.
It's got to be KD.
So you're bugging it.
If KD's not in your top
Dude,
two,
that's why I'm bringing up that KD LeBron thing.
The thing is, offense, but you got to take into Kareem too because you can't stop Kareem on offense.
No, I know, but we were talking about just like those guys that are.
Okay,
you know
so
what I mean?
Probably the thing is why I hesitate when I say LeBron because he struggles to shoot.
Bro,
He struggles to shoot the ball. That's why.
Curry, KD, and MJ over him scoring wise, offensive wise too.
Kobe too.
Kobe as well.
we talked about scoring. I
don't
told
know,
you
this is tough for me. I don't know.
LeBron's not even top 5 on scoring. Offensively, why do you think he's the second greatest player of all time?
Because
of his potency on offense.
He's the best all-around player.
bro. Keep using that fucking word. Potency is not the word you're looking for.
Potency, what he impacts on the offensive
His
end of the whole
impact.
game.
His
His
impact.
impact. So I'll tell you, take potency out, put impact in. What do you
Okay.
want?
LeBron might be the best all-around player, but I don't think he's offensive. I don't see it.
All around, bro.
Like all around.
I hear you. Yeah, everyone says all around. He's great all around. But dude, his offense, that passing aspect, no one has that except for like Matt. There's this very select few of players that has that passing ability that LeBron
I
James
thought
has.
Jordan was a great passer too. You know what I mean?
LeBron is
Jordan's
all
a
around.
great passer, but
Jordan's
he's
an underrated passer.
100%. You ask him to be the point guard on the team, he dropped 30 and 10. What do you have?
40 and 10.
40 and 10.
My bad. 40
So, but we gotta talk about this. Fetty does have a good point. He does have that like elite point guard passing that not a lot of players in his position have. He's a point forward.
Okay, well,
That makes him special. So I know what you're saying, Fetty, but it's still not enough for me. I think
it's not enough for me.
Not enough for me. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
like LeBron is great offensively, but the reason why people have him so high is because he's a winner, right? For the most part, he's a leader. He is great. He's great on offense. No one's saying he's not great on offense.
No. I'm saying he's a great
He's
offensive
but that's where you got me.
Yeah.
But he was a great defender. When he wants to be, LeBron's a great defender. He's an athletic freak. He's got the longevity. That's why LeBron's at the top. Not because he's the best offensive player of all time. That's not
Why
why.
you acting like he's not even close though? You're like,
I didn't say he wasn't close.
Okay, so where you got LeBron offensively then?
Probably.
You're bugging if he's not top 5.
I didn't say that.
I'm just saying.
I said
you know.
Yeah, but now you're pulling shit out of your ass. I said like third or fourth. Like he's not number one. I said 3 or 4.
I thought you were gonna say.
I mean, he better be.
I was gonna lose
He
my
better
story.
be.
That's number one. That's why I'm arguing with you. I didn't say he was in top 5.
This has been like a pointless argument.
Fuck, we were on top 10. Now we're doing bullshit.
Because you're fucking talking about shit I'm not talking about.
Okay, alright. We're gonna wrap it up for today.
Right, this is too much.
We're at an hour and 15 minutes.
Hey, listen to me. This is not the end of it. This is not the end of it. We'll be back.
They will definitely come back. We had a great time filming this video.
Oh, great time. We loved them and
Knock
shit.
came at the end. So
Oh yeah, you guys gotta say hi. What are you guys doing over there, back there behind the fucking camera? Get over there.
Yes.
I love it. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Money Man Mo, what's up?
The gang's all here.
Yo, Manav's flow is looking unbelievable today.
Hair,
I can't. What is that? Manav, you're
What does
looking
it
like a
take to get a
snack.
head of hair like that, kid? What do you put in your hair?
We gotta get it.
Not to pull a John, just bust it, honestly.
Oh
No.
He said he's about to buzz out.
He looks great.
Like,
I like yours as well.
Alright, so that should do it.
I know the outro, so thanks everyone for making it this far. I doubt you did.
3 or 4 people that made it this far.
Yeah, we're gonna cut up clips and stuff from like all the specific things we did, so it's gonna be easier for you to, you know.
Yeah. So we'll get through. It'll be. You can watch the full thing, or you can watch little clips, whatever you like. Pick and choose.
Do both. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Wait, drop a like, subscribe, follow
Yeah.
Instagram, follow TikTok, follow.
I know you're watching, Biggie. I know you're watching, kid.
Follow Joey and Chedda on Instagram.
Hell yeah, bro. You know what to do.
Twitch. We'll
Hell
see you.
yeah, bro.
The Scenes TV. Don't forget about it.
Follow us.
Yo, peace out, guys.
Peace out. Paging Chedda Jaeger.
Oh, man.